Hi there, students and parents. Deacon John Wilson here, Education and Enrichment Director for West Angeles Church. Here to talk about the ruling by the court on student loans. I actually will have some more. I've had some things to say about the affirmative action ruling yesterday. Now I have a few things I need to say about the student loan canceling or the striking of the loan forgiveness by the Supreme Court. Sure, it was along party lines, 6-3, but really it's wrong constitutional lines. I warned you that that's the way it would be looked at a year ago, more than a year ago. And sure enough, it is. I guess recently I did a video where I told you to start making principal-only payments. So now I need to report to you that really you need to start making your payments now, principal-only, for only 2 more months. So by the end of August, your loan provider will expect a full payment with principal on your loan. Now, why did this thing fail? Well, first of all, I think it's politics. As late as August or September of 2021, Nancy Pelosi and leadership in the Senate said it's not constitutional. The president cannot forgive loans. And these are Democrats. Forget about Republicans on this. There's no need to discuss that here. But there were Democrats that said, this won't pass. Despite that, the president a year ago in August of 2022 forgave loans, and you had 2 big lawsuits. The first lawsuit was a bunch of people who said, hey, we paid our loans. It's not fair to us. And the second group were states that represent the people. They represent the loan companies that are going to lose money. Well, the federal government agreed with the first suit and just accepted the fact that the private people, the people who said, hey, it's not fair to us, struck that down. They had no standing. But the states sure do, according to our Constitution. And I told you all that, Article 9, I think it is, Section 1, Article 1, Section 9, and of course, Section 8 of the Constitution, Article 8 of the Constitution. Clearly, it's pretty clear that the president can't just say, I forgive billions of dollars, hundreds of billions, at least 400 billion in student loans. So that's a done deal. It's over. Now let's talk about the politics a little more. The politics of this is that a lot of you felt that he was going to do that, be able to do that when you voted in the 2022 election. That's why it was done, to affect the voting in last November. And everybody says that was one of the issues, along with abortion, that kept the Republicans from getting more of an advantage and taking over the Senate. And even their advantage in the House is only 6 votes. So actually it worked, but now they got to pay the piper, because a lot of you should be upset. You were promised something that couldn't be delivered. And as late as a month ago, the people in the Biden administration were admitting they're probably going to lose. But they knew that. They knew that this court, especially this court, was going to read the Constitution and decide that it was not right. So I'm really sorry to disappoint you on this, but as I said in my early videos, I didn't see this passing. What does it mean? The second thing, I hit the politics. Let's talk about colleges. It means we ought to have a conversation on why private colleges are so expensive. I did a video on that over 2 years ago, but maybe I ought to update that, because there's no reason for the extreme high cost of private colleges. There's just no reason for that. Third discussion this brings up is fairness. It wouldn't have been fair anyway to have a person who never went to college, who's in a not unskilled job, barely holding on. Their tax money is paying for people who had master's degrees and are doctors and lawyers to get their loans forgiven. There's no way that that would have been fair at all. So anyway, I want to make sure I got in front of you what I thought about the ruling. Obviously, I think it's a good ruling. There are going to be bills put up now. I see this. The Republicans have already put a bill up, as have the Democrats. I think it's going to become a political issue that you need to have some kind of loan forgiveness, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be with conditions. We're going to have conditional loan forgiveness that I've spoken of for now close to 2 years, meaning we'll have loan forgiveness with conditions. And then finally, those of you who are still having loans and you've had them for 10 or 15 years, you already could get forgiveness under the current provisions of the law. Talk to your loan providers. Those of you working in government jobs, some kind of public service, I think after 10 years, you can get forgiveness. And then certain ones you already know who are in the process of getting forgiveness. Certain types of jobs, if you worked a certain amount of time, you can get forgiveness as well. But in general, you need to pay your loans, okay? All right, if you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of me. See my email address in the subtitles, and I'll include it below as well. Thank you very much. Bye-bye now.